I say this all the time in the facility. If you're having an Aaron Rodgers conversation and James Jones is not involved, it is a worthless conversation. James, you played with Aaron Rodgers, big dog. So let's get right to it. How much hope? We've been waiting for this one. How much hope did Aaron Rodgers give Jets fans?
New York's watching, James.
Yeah, New York is watching. Not this much. Not that much. And the only reason why I say that is because my standards for Aaron, that's not it.
Okay.
18 to 30, 176. I know my dog has an arm. He gonna make these wild throws. I want to see 300. I want to see 35-plus points because I know he can do that. Now, the reason why I did that, and it probably could be like that, is because any other Jets quarterback in the past, they lose that game.
Yes, sir. Why do you say that?
Because they don't have a quarterback that's going to make them plays. Aaron Rodgers checked into the right plays, whether it was a run or a pass. When the game was on the line, you seen the one to Garrett Wilson, you seen the one to Mike Williams. He made the throws and made the plays. Any other Jets quarterbacks, the defense is trotting back out there, and they lose that football game. Aaron Rodgers was one of the main reasons they won that football game. Any other quarterback play from the Jets in the past, they are 0-2 right now, and we looking like Robert Saleh and the defense got to get this thing going. So Aaron Rodgers did come out there, and he played solid and delivered. He gave him a little hope. I want a lot of hope. I want 35-plus points, 300 yards passing because you can do that, and I need to see that. Yeah, Jay, standards is high around here.
You praying for that? Oh, my God.
I ain't praying. I just know it's going to happen.
Now, look, Shady, you told me for the last 7 months the Jets didn't need that Aaron Rodgers that he's describing. You told me they don't need a 300-yard, 4-touchdown Aaron Rodgers, not with this defense. You said they just need a 2-touchdown, 176-yard Aaron Rodgers, which is what they got yesterday.
I mean, we can't crack 200. We can't crack 200. Look, and I will, and James, I like that take. I just want to ask you one thing, right?
Sir, talk to me.
You keep talking about all the other Jet quarterbacks. Yeah. They probably won't be starting, though, because they're not starting, right?
Zach Wilson, third string.
Sam Darnold.
Third string?
Sam Darnold's balling right now.
He's balling because somebody's hurt.
Zach Wilson, third string.
I hate to do that, but all I'm saying is, like, A-Rod, if you're talking about giving them some type of hope, this much. Because the Tennessee Titans...
that much.
No, he was like this, I'm like this.
Oh, you're lighter. Oh, smaller.
Yeah, like baby ant. The Tennessee Titans, though, for my thing, is like, they not a playoff team, are they? Wait a minute, I might be tripping. Are they a playoff team?
No.
7-game winning. So we encouraging the Jets because they beat the Titans?
It's hard to win.
Now, it's on the road. It's on the road. Anybody can. Any given Sunday, anybody can win. I'm not excited about that, right? And then when I watch Aaron Rodgers, he looks a little better. And I'm giving some grace because he's a little older and he has no preseason. He missed all last year. So we're slowly getting there, right? We seen that Prescott last year do that, right? Slowly got better and better. But I can't think of who we're talking about. We're talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Thank you.
Since 2022, right? The last 20 starts, 8 of those starts, he's had less than 200 yards, dog.
Yeah.
Out of them 20 starts,
come on,
he has less than 300 yards. He's never had it in them last 20 attempts.
Oh, my God.
So we talking about hope. Where the hope at? To beat the Titans? That ain't the Jets we talking about. Before the season started, we said the Jets is a contending team. New York, y'all should be happy. We got Aaron Rodgers. Cool. You sold me, and I bought it. All I'm saying is this, bro. For y'all to be giving me hope and all that, I need to see you beat some real good teams, right? So I guess we're going to find out.
He gave me more hope than Shady and more hope than James, but not like a ton, maybe like that much. Okay, so he's like
little Gatorade.
But like, let's just do this. It's his first real win as a Jet.
Check.
Okay. Titans defense is currently first in the NFL in yards per game.
That's what I heard.
Yards. So they put up 24 points. Check. Had been nearly 2 full years since Rodgers has thrown multiple pass touchdowns in a game. Check. Okay, so he's building up to where he's at. We talked about it at length.
We 300 next week.
Yeah, we 300 next week. But we talked about it at length, right? Like, I thought that the Jets offense has all the skilled players in the world. Okay, you got Breece Hall, you got Garrett Wilson. Someone else needed to step up, okay? We talked about it. Braylon Allen, right?
Yeah, nice.
7 rushes, 33 yards and a touchdown, 2 catches, 23 yards, and the winning touchdown on the run, right? Where we checked into that. So Mike Williams is there, Alan Lazard. So he's starting to get more comfortable with everyone. And that's what I wanted to see the Jets do yesterday. And they did. And I just think you got to keep everything in context on the show, right? Right now, the Titans are the first-ranked defense in the National Football League. Like and I said this after week 1, I think they're going to end the year as a top 5 defense. So you put that into context. Now, it's only week 2, so you don't really know where they're at. I got to see more of that Jets defense because Will Levis had a chance at the end, bro.
He did.
Will Levis had a chance at the end to beat Aaron Rodgers at home, but he didn't do it.
And we all knew when he had that chance, he was going to Lose. Yeah. Right, because I seen him the week before this. That was crazy.
So if you're the Jets, especially after week 1 loss to 49ers, you're going to take any win you can. So that's why I got a Gatorade bottle. Yeah. That's it.
Gatorade. What I love, I'm going to be honest, what I love about this show is a couple things. Number one, sitting down with players more excellent than I. If you can ever get into a room with people that are more intelligent, more athletic, whatever the case may be, do it because it rises your level of greatness as well. Number two, I'm sitting at this desk with a whole bunch of offensive players. They have all told us what? That Aaron Rodgers has given them different levels and variations of hope.
I mean, I don't want to hate, and I don't want to be the lonely hater here. But, like, we talking about the GOAT, right?
Yes.
I mean, we pat him on the back for check calls that the third string can make, right? Ain't like...
But we haven't seen him make it. That's the difference. We haven't seen Zach Wilson make it. No. We haven't seen Mike White make it.
You know, it's crazy because so when the play comes in, right, the quarterback, and you know this, he'll call the play, and then he'll say, yo, alert, kill, such and such. Yeah. So you know you got 2 plays. If they show you this look, we're going to kill to this look. Not saying it's super easy, but it ain't super hard.
Correct.
And we talking about the GOAT, right? I done seen Tom Brady make this check a million times, and we never even sniffed to talk about it because it's really like preliminary. It's really like small to do.
But the difference, I think, between winning and losing for the Jets over the last 13 years has been that small thing.
Yeah.
For me, it's more so been what I loved was even the first play because Breece Hall went to Aaron Rodgers in the huddle. I can only imagine Shady going to Mike Vick, Shady going to Nick Foles, going to Patrick Mahomes, going to Tom Brady. Hey, if I got a linebacker, throw it to me. Every quarterback, yeah, Shady, of course. But then to take it from the huddle to the field, see the backer, change the route, see the other side, change the route, and then deliver the strike.
I think
that's where I'm like...
Nah, that was good because, like, every quarterback is going to alert you on that. Yo, if a linebacker come out there with that is man coverage out there in all that space, you're getting the ball. Yeah. And that's one of Andy Reid's biggest things. Yeah. If anytime we got if we talk about matchups, right, obviously you want your worst corner on probably your best wide receiver, obviously. But when you got a running back against a linebacker, yo, we're going at that matchup.
Yeah. But not only that, for me, it's more of the throws.
That was a good ball.
Like, that's a great ball. And then the third down one to Garrett Wilson.
He checked into that one, too.
It ain't too many quarterbacks in the National Football League making that throw. Forget the Jets quarterbacks. I'm talking about all the quarterbacks in the National Football League. And Aaron made that throw to Garrett Wilson to dang near win the football game. So it was just some of the throws that he made in the game that the Jets will lose that game if Aaron Rodgers is not there.
Almost before we leave this segment, I just want to say this because I'm happy they won, right? Because I bet on them to win. And I want Aaron Rodgers to do well. I just want to, like, save my excitement.
No question.
For maybe, like, a 200, 300-yard game.
You was barely above me. I was right here.
Because
only a Gatorade bottle.
Buddy had 176 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to running back. So I just want to, like, let's just be in perspective.
I was right here with you, dog. You know what I mean? Like, we got improvement.
The biggest thing I didn't see in what Tacha's point about all those New York Jet quarterbacks, I didn't see any bad play. It was just like, okay, normal, and then there were 3 plays, those 2 and that one, that were special, that took them to the next level. So it wasn't like bad play.
Well, that wasn't even a story. Here is my question, and there may be no more important question, Shady, that you will be asked today. Who is to blame for the Cowboys blowout?
Okay, hold up, slow down. My bad. That's what's coffee.
Thank you, Shady.
I'm going with the Cowboys defense.
Yeah.
Right,
not that.
Number 4 was, for some reason, 4 was added, but nah, he didn't. Anytime you let a team score 6 scores in a row, not field goals, touchdowns. And you at the crib, we at home. All year we kept talking about
Tinks.
In the regular, not the regular season, off season, we kept talking about, yo, Mike Zimmer, this defense, he's gonna be the difference maker. Even though they have the offensive weapons, they got this defense. Well, where was they at? Because I see Alvin Kamara doing anything he wanted to do. Fantasy owners, if you had Kamara on your team, I know you're happy. You must have went to church early Sunday. I need to see more from the Cowboys, right? We love to preach when they beating on bad teams all last year, right? We see them beat them all bad teams. Get in the playoffs, you see what happened. Every time the spotlight is bright and we expect them to dominate, they don't. So it's like, we got to stop crowning these dudes because I can't keep doing it. You tell me you had 35 points in the first half, and it's the NFL?
That's tough.
You know what? Sunday, right? It was so hard because my son had an early morning game. So I got like I got 2 iPads, looking at all the games, this, that, and third. And I look at their team. They're down by like 35 points in the first half. I look at the Cowboys game. I can't see the difference. I cannot see the difference.
Your son playing like the Cowboys?
Come on, man. Seriously.
You're not wrong at all. Look, for me, this game was putrid as a defensive player. Like, it was
putrid.
vomit.
I like that.
Nice word. It was truly vomit-inducing because the Cowboys' defense and the players That's who's to blame. I'm not blaming Zimmer for this one. I'm watching the game, and the Saints scored twice on a basic weak lead play. Weak lead play is a play you learn in middle school. You learn in college. I quite literally ran that play to start every practice in college, and the safety or the weak side backer, you got to take on the fullback, and you cannot be scared. And when I'm watching this Cowboys defense play, they weren't aggressively filling the run gaps. They weren't maintaining their edges. Defensively, there was not nearly enough effort. They weren't getting out of breaks. Eye control was not good. They were loafing coming out of the stack, that is, defensive players coming out of the defensive circle to try to chase somebody down. Where was the effort? Where was the energy? Where was the physicality? For me, I'm blaming the Cowboys' defensive players. I'm not blaming Zimmer. Colvin, if we have what Micah Parsons said, he said, Bleep ain't got nothing to do with Zim, but everything on us. Ain't the one playing. Zim ain't the one playing. I agree with Parsons wholeheartedly. At the end of the day, if I'm in a 4-3 defense and I call cover 3, you already know how to fit a weak side lead. That's high school stuff. So Cowboys defense, this wasn't about a play call. You have to supersede the play call. To me, all the blame goes on.
Yeah, no, I got to disagree with you, Big Dog. And respectfully to Micah Parsons, because I was the one watching them play. They might not have played with good effort, but without a doubt, it's Mike Zimmer's to blame. He got out-coached by offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak by the Saints.
Kubiak was cooking.
Okay, like he was cooking. Like I'm talking about the Saints did such a good job. Multiple personnel groupings, multiple formations, motion, play action, killed him. That huge 70-yard touchdown pass to Rashid. Shaheed is like,
that boy can run.
I mean, that boy can run right here. Look at this. Like play action heavy to the right. All right.
That's a
4 inches, and this is a dime.
Now, though.
This is better than the Anthony Richardson throw. Okay, this is better than the Anthony. That dude is really fast, but the whole game plan was magnificent, and you just got to give the Saints credit. They scored 91 points. We have a graphic here on Derek Carr.
Thank you.
We got a graphic here on Derek. You got to sometimes give some credit where credit's due. Okay, most pass yards in 11 or fewer pass. This is completions, not a tips. Hey, Derek Carr. 243 yards on 11 completions. Look at those names. Vince Young, 253.
I see you. Sounds like
they not only were getting beat, they were getting beat deep consistently. A play action screen to Alvin Kamara for a 50-yard touchdown. A big bomb to Shaheed on a huge touchdown. At some point, you gotta say, hey, Kubiak, we got to give you your flowers. Mike Zimmer, you got out coach. And we talked about it. We said on this show, and we talked about how good the Cowboys defense was against Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland was in shotgun every snap, and they were in that double-A mug where they're pressuring left and right. The Saints took them out of that completely.
Yeah, they did.
And they never got into second and long or third and long when Mike Zimmer likes to deploy that defense. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, Mike Zimmer got out-coached.
Here's what I love about this show, because different personalities, different perspectives. I won't disagree with you, but let me discuss with you, if I may. If I'm a defensive mind, 2-5, if I'm a defensive mind chasing James, if you're going to run a vertical route, there's nothing better for me to be in than 2 high safeties. Hey, run that Shaheed play again. There's nothing better for me to be in than a cover 4 defense. You quite literally create cover 4 for verticals.
Play action.
So
Play action, safety
I'm not
down.
mad at you, but if I got 2 safeties high, this is a great ball, and this is a great catch, but I got 2 defenders.
So here's what
I can't
happened.
put this on
They
Zim.
ran a deep cross with the post. The quarter safety cut the deep cross. That corner, the cornerback is supposed to overlap. The corner doesn't do that. Okay, so at the end of the day, maybe that play is that. But that's not open when he releases that. I saw when he released that, and Shaheed's still rolling. At the end of the day, it's a good scheme.
But not only that, I think right then and there, sometimes we got to just keep it a buck, right? We got to just keep it 100. On that play, our player is better than your players.
Yes.
He's faster. We've seen that 1,000 times with Tyreek Hill. Sometimes they got 3 safeties. My player is just better than your player. Rashid Shaheed is fast, man. He can play. So listen, hey, alert on the post. Shaheed, I don't care if it's 2 or 1 high. But I'm glad you gave the Saints some credit, because that was going to be my take. But Acho, you're the lone defensive player up here.
Yes, sir.
And I know it would make your skin crawl if you were in Cleveland or Philadelphia where you played, and the first week we stood up here and they said, Zimmer's defense, man, he a better defensive coordinator than Dan Quinn. Look at how he dialing this stuff up. And then the next week, the reporters come into the defense and say, what was y'all doing on defense? It's not, what? This is on Zimmer. They had 432 yards on third down.
Whoa. What?
432 yards on third down.
Bro, it's on Zimmer.
That's crazy.
Come on now.
That's bully ball.
This ain't the best offensive football.
I see 432 total yards, James Jones. I see 432 total.
Hey, look, I was going with it.
Third down.
It don't matter what it is. 432.
432 yards on y'all. I seen the third down, but they were 62% on third down, which means you're not getting off the football field. Yeah. This is all on Mike Zimmer. We just praised you for all these exotic looks and all that. You know what the Saints said? We don't care nothing about that. We're going to run the football downhill at you. We're more physical than you. We're going to play action pass. They dominated from the start. They got out-schemed, and some of them it wasn't out-schemed. Some of them we just got more heart than y'all. We finna run the ball straight downhill with y'all. And like Shady said, y'all at home.
Let's not remember.
Y'all at home.
Let's not forget 16 straight Dallas Cowboy home wins.
Come on, man.
In the regular season until yesterday versus Saints.
Yo, and what got me puzzled, though, is when I watched the Cowboys play, I didn't see no effort, right? You talk about a team that's physical, that's fast, all these things that we want to talk about, Mike Zimmer and all that. Forget all that, though. What about this the part of, yo, I got pride, and my last name's the back of my jersey. I didn't see the effort to tackle. I didn't see the rise to the ball. I didn't see none of that, what I'm used to seeing with the Cowboys. And to keep it honest, it looked like the Saints beat the fight out of them.
Yes.
You ever play in a game, right, where we run the ball, do whatever we want to do, and the defense, they quit. They quit. The pass rush ain't the same, right? Rounds to the ball ain't the same. Trying to punch the ball out ain't the same. None of it was the same. Around like the third quarter or so, I didn't see no fight from Dallas on either side. Yeah. So we keep talking about Dallas being this playoff team and all that. I don't know. Because every time I see the Cowboys lose, it's in the playoffs, obviously. But it's been out physical, right? I watched the Niners do it plenty of times. Beating the fight out you. I watched the Niners do that plenty of times. And then when we look at the Green Bay game, they didn't want no parts of Green Bay at the end of the second half. They didn't want no parts of them.
Yeah. It's crazy, though, because we've had that conversation a couple times about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
No just effort.
Is it this talent, you think? That's all they got? Because
when they're down 35 points in the first half, it's tied for the biggest deficit in Cowboys history in the first half. When you're down 35,
I think a lot of things are at fault, especially when I look at it defensively. Number one, their linebackers aren't incredibly physical. They're just not. Kendricks is an older linebacker. Overshown didn't play a ton, but he's not the most physical. He's a safety convert. Number two, every player has a weakness, so I don't say this as a slight. Micah Parsons is their best defensive player, one of the best in football. He's not a great run defender. You all know this. I'm not necessarily exposing a secret. Remember the Arizona Cardinals game last year. You remember that we talked about
Dobbs.
If you want to have success running the ball, I'm running at Parsons. Not running around him, he's too fast. But he's not a great run-at-you defender. All those weak leads that Kamara scored on, I believe he scored twice on weak leads, you're running at Micah Parsons, and you're running at Malik Hooker to down safety. So if I want to have success versus the Cowboys, running at Parsons is the best way to have that success. We've seen it over the course of years. Elite defender, elite pass rusher.
But we've all lost games by a lot of points in the National Football League.
Yes, sir, that is true.
Where's the dog? I've lost a lot of games, but you gonna turn that tape on like JJ's still out here playing hard. I didn't see none of that. That's all I'm saying.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.